Hey up lads and lasses, Damfire here, back again with another GR2 update for you today. This is the second time recording this because apparently I forget to push the record button on the first one. So, great! Anyway guys, there has been another update, so we'll have a quick look. So we have the 5-star relic event swapping out for the previous event. So we have collect mineral essence to exchange the rewards, including DMG gun, legionbattleship.com, you get a domain, and the SSR Prince Rudolf, and etc. We also have a change for the captains, which is an odd one because that should be happening next Tuesday, so be interesting to see what they do next Tuesday. Primal Tech, SSR Prince Rudolf, and SR Agent Ashley are in the prob up, and we have the extreme cooling device added in supply. S54 is now open. That normally means that S52, 53, and 54, which are the next merge candidates, will be merging within 4 weeks. Usually, I think it's about 4 weeks anyway. It was last time on S33. So, just that to note. But yeah, let's jump in. We'll have a look at the event, see what they've added, what else is in there, and what's worth going for. I could probably tell you now that a Legion's not really worth going for, but you should know that by now, right? Notice. So we have the 5-star relics. Okay, so we get in the first one, Krypton tickets, battleship comms. This is actually not too bad. 20 battleship comms. It is random, and you get a chance of Monster, Legion, Arbit, and a Fog. So yeah, it's okay. I mean, you are gunning probably there for monster comms more than anything else, because Fogs you can grab from Exploration. Arbitrator. Yeah, I haven't run one yet. I can't see them being particularly good until lasers get a damage increase similar to missiles. But yeah, it's alright, I guess. Advanced device spot contains purple, orange devices. This is specifically for me to get more purple anti-air devices because that's all these friggin' things drop, so sod those. Legion com dot box. Changing it round on us today. So, the Legion I don't rate and should never be put in an event personally due to the fact that it's very, very easy to get. It's extremely common to turn up in Star Merchant. It's very common to turn up in the mall as well. I've had no issues trying to grab hold of one and build one on every server except the current S52 that I'm on, where I've just ignored them all because I don't want one. But S33 and S2, yeah, I picked them up, no issue at all. We have the DMG. Okay, so the DMG is a good laser. It's extremely good on the Legion due to the fact that you can turn it into the dual DMG, which synergizes with the Legion and has increased damage output, etc., etc. The standard variant of it's not quite as good as the dual DMG. I'd say it's about on par with an AM laser, and that's because the AM laser has that pierce, so it's going to damage the hull rather than just the shields. This is higher EM damage, just to know, whereas the AM is thermal, so that's interesting. So we have Prince Rudolf as well. I'll talk a bit more about him in a minute due to the fact that he is in the prob up, so I'll cover him in there. This event is one of the better events for the lot of little tiny rewards you can pick up. Like, you can pick up nice little development accelerators. You can get the fashion gifts. This is the only event that gives you fashion gifts. So if you are looking to try and grab skins for some of the captains that you're running, this is the best way to get hold of them, bar the military comp, which you can buy so many a week. I think it's 3 per week. But yeah, you know, nice gift boxes, pre-R&D mats are alright if you're lower level. Cruiser comms if you want to try and get Fell Hunters or something up a little bit easier. So yeah, I mean, it's not the worst event in the world. It's the worst event for trying to grab hold of the captain and the DMG and whatever this battleship is when it changes. But for the lot of little stuff that you can pick up from it, it's pretty decent. I mean, there's loads of these development accelerators and loads of gift boxes. So it's not, all in all, a terrible event, but it's not worth trying to spend your money on to try and grab hold of these top tier boxes and rewards, just due to the fact that it's very difficult to try and grab hold of them. It's really random if you can try and get through some of the areas and get to the next area where it's a potential drop. And there's a few bits and pieces like that. We'll have a look in supply. There is cooling device. I believe the cooling device only cools tactical devices, so don't get your hopes up that it works kind of like a mini gym and just turns all the cooling off on your weapons and then they all fire. Unfortunately, that is not the case. It'd be badass if it was. Imagine Jim having, like, firing a salvo. Well, you could have it fire a salvo, Jim fire his salvo, and then the cooling device kick in and then fire another salvo. That'd be amazing. Anyway, so here it is. This was in the game previously, but the only way to grab hold of it was through the pirates that came up and popped up during exploration. But now it's in the supply box, so you get even more useless stuff, because in my opinion, this is useless. Cooling time, 40 seconds, energy consumption, blah, blah, blah. Open times twice on the gold. There is a purple variant now, and that only opens once. And something in Chinese, 30%. So this, I believe, it's been a long time since I've looked at this device. I don't personally own one, but someone on S2 showed me it and mentioned that it only cools tactical devices. So there is an option here, and I believe it's with an arbitrator, which is the oddest thing. Because the arbitrator's already got cooldown for main laser, and then it's got a subsystem for main laser cooldown, and then you could add a cooling device and Dr. Salu, you could maybe potentially permanently fire an AM laser off it, which could be really interesting to watch. It'd probably be relatively useless because I don't think the AM laser does particularly well in any situation. It's not got the highest damage output for certain. But it'd definitely be fun to watch a almost permanent AM laser coming off an arbitrator. We'll run down and I'll double check the purple just to make sure that is there and I'm not just seeing things. Apologies, this does take a long time on PC. There it is. So it's just reduced cooldown and open times 1 with the same cooling time. I don't believe there is a blue version of it. Yeah, pretty certain there's not going to be a blue. Yeah, no blue. But that is not a problem because you probably don't want it anyway. So that is almost it, except the prob-ups. So we have SSR Prince Rudolf. All allies damage increases at the beginning. So what he does is he has a percentage damage increase at the start of a match for a X amount of time, increasing by star level, both damage and the time. The biggest issue I found with him is he's very easy to just counter in arena. I personally think he's more of an arena-only type captain. I can't see him being too good in PvE due to the fact that a lot of the time you need captains that can trigger their ability numerous amounts of times. He can trigger once and then he's dead weight. In arena, he's very easy to counter because if you see your enemy with it, you grab all your ships and you move backwards and wait for his buff to disappear while they chase you down. So he is unfortunately not in a particularly great spot. Even if his ability triggered multiple times, would he still... actually, no, I guess if he had something similar to Rand, where this damage increase triggers randomly over the course of an entire battle, you'd probably see him being used considerably more. We then have SR Agent Ashley. When hitting a warship, it is possible to disable a target from using tactical devices. She basically does work like a mini EMP. When her armor is hit, it doesn't apply to shields, but when her armor is hit, she has a chance of basically EMPing the enemy that's hitting her. It's kind of funny to watch when someone shoots you with an AM laser and it just randomly switches off and they go, what the hell's going on? But in the most part, it's not a particularly great ability. There are better abilities out there for certain. but she's kind of funny to watch. So if you want to test her out, go for it. I don't personally rate her much higher than maybe a tier B, if that. Anyway, that is it for this event and update. Interesting that we got the captains this time, because like I said, it is meant to be next Tuesday if you go by their timeline of when they usually do this stuff, but they've decided to change it for whatever reason. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time.